we have females vegetarian, those who eat eggs, and then those who don't eat eggs. Okay? And then if we go from here and then we go across here, when we get here, we're going to get the total number of males. It's fine, okay? But if I go from here to here, up until to the end here, what is this? It's T, okay? But what does T represent? The total number of females, okay? And then we have the total number of females SD, which means it's an unknown. At the same time, then we can go and say, okay, but now what do we have? If I go from the top to the bottom here, what do we have here? What does this represent here? Those who eat eggs, again. And then if I go from here, and then I go down here, what does these people represent here? Those people who don't eat eggs, again. Okay, but now what does this represent then? What does this represent? There's a blue and a red, again. What does blue represent? Blue represent don't eat eggs, again. And what does the red represent? It represents male, again. So what does this P represent then? What will you say about this P? What does it represent? It's males who don't eat what? Eggs. That's very important, number one. We should be able to interpret. So now that we know how to interpret, then we can then go and answer some of the questions here. They say determine the values of A, B, C, and D. Okay? Now, let's look at the following. In total, how many people do we have who eat eggs? How many people eat eggs? Actually, they can either be male or female. Okay? But we can then say, which part now? 433 plus A, they're going to give us the total number of people who eat eggs. It's 883. Okay? So now we want to know which A, what is going to be A. You take this one to this other side. Okay? What does it say? It says A is going to be equaling to 883 minus 433. And then you get what? 450. So here we'll come. So we'll come and say, okay, here we have A. Our A is going to be equal to what? To 450. Everyone is still A, okay? Okay, what else do we want? We can also get B, okay? How to get B? If we move across, we are going to get the total number of males, okay? Now, number of males that divided as 433 as those who eat eggs and those who don't eat eggs, plus B is going to give us what? 752. It's 752. You want P, Agish? How do you get P? You take this one to this other side. What is going to be your P? It's 752 minus 433. And then what did you get? It's 319. It's 319. So we'll come and put, okay, P is going to be 319. Oh, guys, there are certain letters that are difficult to get than others. Like, for example, if I wanted to get C without getting P, it was going to be a little bit tricky. Even now, like, I can't use this thing here because this is an unknown. This is also an unknown. But I might as well get C by saying, okay, but now this one plus this one plus this one, this one plus this one, they're supposed to give us this one. Okay? So what are we going to get for C? We're going to say 587 minus 319. What you get is what? Is 268. And then if you say this one plus this one, they're going to give you T. Okay? What you get for T? Or you can say this one subtract this one is still going to give you T. What is very important is that it should balance. What you get is 1,470 minus 752. 718. So these are the number of females, and then these are the number of what? Of males. Okay, let's go and work it now. Now that we have this information, we can go and determine the probability. Determine the probability of choosing at random a vegetarian who does not eat eggs. So we have 1.2, the probability of do not eat eggs. Okay. How many of those people do we have? We have 587 all over 1470. And then if you can type this in your calculator, you'll get an answer. 0.4 like this. Ne? Okay. 1.3, determine the probability of choosing at random a female vegetarian who does not eat eggs. So we want someone who's a female and then does not eat eggs. female and don't eat eggs. So let's go and check. Females don't again. So female don't. How many are female who don't? Is this one again? So 1.3 will say probability of getting female and does not. Don't eat. And then how many of them do we have? We have 268 all over 1470. It's 0.118 like this. No? Okay, sharp. Now let's go to the last one. The last one says, is being a female, they are being specific here, is being a female and not eating eggs independent. So what are the two events that you should look for? You should look for a female, number one. Females are these ones. And we're also going to look for do not eat eggs. We already calculated do not eat eggs, if I remember correct. So we are going to look at this one, and we also know the intersection between the two. Okay? So for independence, what should happen for independence? 1.4. For us to be convinced which it is an independence, what should happen? For independent events, what should happen? It's that the probability of being female okay? And not eating should be equal to the probability of being a female again, multiplied by the probability of do not. It's do not eat. So let's not say don't. It's don't. I will still together. Okay, the probability of being a female and then do not eat eggs. So we're going to say left hand side and the right hand side again. Left hand side, right hand side. How many people are females who don't eat eggs? We know that one by now. Okay? How many of those people are females who don't eat eggs? We know them. Okay? People who are females who don't eat eggs are 0.18. Okay, let's go and decide. Probability of a female. Probability of choosing a female, we can always go and get it. How many are females? Females, we have this number here, which is 718 again. Okay, we'll come and say we have 718 all over 1470. Multiply by probability of those who do not eat eggs. It's 587 again. Multiply by 587 all over 1470. And then you type this in your calculator. What do you get? It's 0.2. Like this. Our answer to one decimal place. Ne? Yeah, if we round off our answer to one decimal place, then we're going to get 0.2. Okay? Therefore, left hand side is going to be equal to the right hand side. Therefore, events are independent.